नमस्कार दोस्तों, स्वागत है आपका मेरे चैनल में। और आज हम रिव्यू करेंगे 2022 में रिलीज हुई रूबन फ्लेचर निर्देशित अनचार्टेड को। अनचार्टेड इज नॉट an unknown name. It's a famous game series which is based on treasure hunting adventures of Nathan Drake. It's already a famous game series, so the movie was greatly hyped even before it was released. So did the movie meet the expectations or not? We will see in the review. So मेरा नाम है प्रत्युष और आप देख रहे हैं पीजे रिएक्शन एंड रिव्यूज। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। Uncharted started with the introduction of Nathan Drake, who is a bartender and a street smart thief at the same time. He is a history buff and soon approached by another treasure hunter who goes by the name of Victor Sullivan. Victor Sullivan is searching a lost treasure which have its own brutal and bloody history. Nate joined Victor in his journey, and from here starts the adventure of Uncharted. Victor and Nate are not the only party hunting this treasure. Santiago, Moncada and Braddock are also behind this treasure. Santiago is searching this treasure as this treasure belonged to his ancestor and it's like a family legacy to him. Santiago sees this treasure as a pride for his family which will return back to glory days. Nathan have joined Victor not only for treasure but also to find his brother Sam. Sam is the reason why Nathan is a history buff. Victor have approached Nate because there is some clue regarding the treasure which he thinks Sam have told his brother. So adventure start and Nate and Victor goes from place to place in search of treasure, deciphering clues one after the other, fighting villains who are following them. So this is the general premise of this movie. We have seen many movies in this genre and basic premise of these movies are somewhat same, and Uncharted is no different. Nathan Drake, played by Tom Holland, is a bartender who have been brought up in an orphanage with his brother Sam. One night, when Sam is in a museum with Nate stealing some artifact, he get caught and he have to run, leaving young Nate behind in orphanage. Nate is now all grown up and he haven't met his brother since then. Sam is in contact with his brother through letters and card. I think Tom Holland was chosen for this role because he already have all those traits which is needed for a film like this. He is already playing Spider-Man for several years, so the agility and fitness is already there. He didn't have to prepare for this role in fitness department, and this was the only thing for what is cast in this role. Tom is a good actor, but he looks a bit soft and young for Nathan Drake. In games, Nathan is rugged and tough looking guy. I have played a few Uncharted games and Nathan Drake is a character which you don't want to mess with. Tom Holland have acted well, but he didn't fit as Nathan Drake in the movie. Victor Sullivan, played by Mark Wahlberg, is a self-centered, one hell of a greedy, vicious man. His sole purpose is to find the treasure, no matter how many friends he have to backstab in the process. Victor had a past with Sam, and he approached Nate with a preconceived notion that Nate has some clue regarding the treasure. Nate at first avoid him, but then join him to find his brother. Mark have done quite a good job as Victor. At first he see Nate just another guy who he will use and then get rid of him later. But as time passes, he start treating him as his partner who he can trust. Tom Holland and Mark chemistry is quite enjoyable. Tom Holland is the main lead in the movie, but then Mark character doesn't feel like a sidekick in this movie either. Rather, it adds a cozy and fun dimension to the movie and storyline. His character is unpredictable. You never know what he's gonna do next, and that makes this character interesting. You will keep guessing whole time his next move. Santiago Moncada, played by Antonio Banderas, is a billionaire with loads of money to sponsor a whole treasure hunting adventure. Santiago sees this treasure as a legacy to his family and it's somewhat connected with his pride. Braddock worked as a security head and more of an executioner for him. She handled all the bloody work for him. Santiago's character was not handled properly in the film. First you make the hype for the character and then suddenly dispose him without any reason. That was a big letdown for me. I was extremely disappointed with the treatment of this character. They have literally finished him without even completing his story arc, and at the end we came to know that villain is somebody else. Braddock is played by Tati Gabrielle, is a made-up character for the movie. She has no connection with games, so it was really difficult to connect with her character. She had done average job. Much was not there for her to do in the movie. I have seen her in Adventure of Sabrina, and she sometimes go over the top with her acting. And we can see that here. Her dialogue delivery goes over the top here and there. One more character which this movie totally destroyed is Chloe Fraser. Man, I'm a great fan of this character, but this movie makes this character a joke. Chloe Fraser is played by Sophia Lee. She looks stunningly good in this movie and she suited this character. Chloe is a female version of Victor. She doesn't trust anybody and she will backstab you the first chance she will get. And she did exactly multiple times in the movie, but then writer was such naive that they screwed her character in the end. Uncharted could have been the biggest spectacle of 2022, but the boring plot, the slow pace of the movie, and the disappointing treatment of some character make this movie a big letdown. Uncharted games have millions of fans all around the world, including me, and I must say this movie doesn't live up to the expectation and hype. As it is an adventure genre based on the games, there are all sort of mystery and codes and all deciphering, but then we have already seen all that in many movies like Indiana Jones, National Treasure, and Tomb Raider. This movie failed to present something fresh and extravagant to the fans of this franchise. In VFX and graphics department, movies does exceptionally well. Fight scenes and stunts are well choreographed, especially the one with Nate hanging with the plane and the other one with ships hanging with the helicopter. Wide camera shots and beautiful scenery will reminisce you of the game world. Frankly speaking, I watched this movie because I'm a big fan of this game, and boy oh boy, it just falls flat on my face. Highly disappointed with the movie, didn't meet up the expectation. But then if you want to watch it just as a game fan, then you can, but don't get your hope high. It will disappoint you. Hope they will do better next time. And one more thing, they should fire their writers. Bloody they screwed the whole movie. My rating is 5 out of 10. तो आज का रिव्यू यहीं समाप्त करते हैं और मिलते हैं नेक्स्ट रिव्यू में. प्लीज डू लाइक, शेयर एंड सब्सक्राइब इफ यू लाइक माई कंटेंट. प्रेस द नोटिफिकेशन बेल so that you can get notified when new video is published. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.